Hey everybody, this is Al Spath coming to you from Positive Poker Insiders, and tonight we're testing out the new software over at Big Dog Poker. As you can see, we're on a 90-second delay, and you can see from the table that I will be streaming a 6-player, 25-cent, 50-cent, no limit table. We have one person already sitting down, that's good. And as soon as everybody else comes in around 8 o'clock, we'll get going and we'll look at some of the software here and see how it's going. I've noticed already that because of my Twitch screen, I'm having a difficult time reading the chat screen, so I'm going to have to change the font. And I noticed earlier, and I can't do it because I'm on the stream right now, that you can change or increase the font size. So I will be doing that after this is over, and there are a lot of features, a lot of settings that you can click on the settings, and you can tile, and you can do. There's a tile, there's a cascade. You can do a lot of different things if you're going to play multi-tables and things like that. I'm only going to stream one table at a time when I stream. A little bit about myself. I'm Al Spath. I used to be the former dean over at Poker School Online. Also been teaching poker for over 25 years. You can follow us here on this Positive Poker Insiders Twitch channel, and if you hit the follow, whenever we are broadcasting, you'll get a notification. I intend to set up a new section for Big Dog Poker up on our YouTube channel. You can look up Positive Poker Insiders or Al Spath. Got over 275 poker instructional videos up there for anybody to take a look at. There's sit and goes, there's tournaments, multi-table, there's beginners way down at 5 cent, 10 cent, moving all the way up to $1, $2, and $2, $5 tables. So if you want to just check out some of those videos, they're free, absolutely free. What you might want to do after you look at a couple of them is just pause them just before the betting starts. Just think about what I might say. Play a few first and then see if you can guess what I'm going to say about other players at the table, or their stack size, their position, their bet size, anything like that. And then hit go again and of course start, and then see what I say and see how close you came to it. Same thing after the flop. Stop it, look around, see what the cards are, see what the bettors are. You're not. If I'm not in the hand, it doesn't matter. Try to put the players on types of hand they have. That's what I'll do tonight. Give you a demonstration of what I do when I coach and when I'm with a client. And I ask questions, they answer them, they make all decisions themselves, and we'll give you a little preview of that tonight. We'll get a better icon for down in the bottom corner over here where it's a big dog, so it fills in that space. And next time we'll have the chat screen come up so that right over in here the chat will be there, so you can ask questions, and I'll be able to answer those questions for you. Remember, there's a 90-second delay, so because of the 6-player table, the hand we're on, there should be no way for anybody to collude or anything like that. If we were at a 9-player table, then I would have to set the delay for about 2 minutes, just because some people might run the clock down, and you never want people to do that when you're broadcasting live. So anyhow, we see that we have one player at the table right now. It's supposed to go off at 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. So we're hoping a few more players come in, and we'll get this thing started, and we'll have a good time. If you got a question for me, you can send it to me. You can send it to alspath@alspath.com. That's the easiest. Or alspathpd, like in police department, at gmail.com. alspathpd@gmail.com. I'll be glad to answer any question you have on poker, or I can't give you much on the software because I'm checking it out myself. So, but I can refer your question to the folks that are going to be launching this and try to get you an answer. I hope I'm coming through loud and clear for everybody. Sometimes they say that the volume might not be as high as they would like it to be. I've got it turned up pretty good, so let's just hope everything's righteous. I'm not happy with my Twitch screen in that I wish it was a little bit bigger, but it's too late to make any changes like that tonight. But then again, that's what this is. This is a test, not only for the software, but for us at Positive Poker Insiders to make sure that this new software, we can fit it in and broadcast a quality product. When this is over and I hit stop streaming, I'll have to wait the 90 seconds till it's over, and then I can begin to upload to the YouTube channel that I just told you about. So by tomorrow, if nothing goes wrong, or if we don't have a power outage or anything like that, we'll have the video there, and then I can share that link at Big Dog Poker Facebook page, and then people can just click on that and watch the replay and hear everything that's going on. Now I'm seeing some chat right here coming up. It looks like Ryan put the logo in the wrong spot. So my partner Ryan Postic, if that was up here, we could read what they're saying here. I see the Lango's in here. He's one of the chief instructors over at Poker School Online, and Ryan's going to be answering the questions that are over in this area. Because I didn't set up the chat for tonight. But you can see all the way to the left, there's some scrolling going on and some talk going on. Maybe as it goes up a little further, you'll be able to read it when it gets into that gray area there. We'll have Ryan make that a black area so that we can see it much better, but we do want the Big Dog Poker logo. Here we got time about 9 minutes before the hour. Hopefully some more people will be logging in and checking it out. Again, I will not be answering the chat. I'll leave that up to Ryan tonight. Because PPI Posse, who's over there, he's got the stick, as you might imagine. I don't have it tonight, but I will in the future. This was a rush job to get this stuff all done up today. And want to help the owners over at Big Dog Poker and have something that they can look at and see what's going on. And hey, everybody, if you find something that's wrong or a glitch, you got to let everybody know so they can do something about it. You'll note that I don't know for sure how you can pick a particular seat. I don't, at the other software or the other tables, you can request a certain seat. I looked through all the settings and everything today, and I couldn't find request a certain seat, so that when you do sit at an open seat, it would just spin or rotate you around to where you like to sit the most. So that's one thing I want to ask them about. That's very important to me. I know to other people, especially when people are multi-table and they like to sit at the same seat on all the tables, so that when they switch, they don't have to look over here and then over here. They all want to be in one particular spot. That's a very important feature. I noticed also in the settings, I went in earlier, you know, you can auto muck, you can auto post your blinds, and you can set up your pre-flop and post-flop betting percentages so that you have buttons. I imagine they're going to appear in the same spot down here, and therefore you don't have to calculate things. You can press, you know, 3 times the big blind or 4 times the big blind, or after the flop it might be 60% of the pot or 70%. I think on their setup here, the pre-flop is per big blinds, and post-flop is percentage of the pot. That's just what I noticed today, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not an IT kind of guy. I'm just checking things out and streaming tonight so that we take a look at how it performs. And they're about to roll this out pretty soon, and that's a good thing because there's a lot of folks that want it, that want the new software and some of the updates and some of the changes, and not having to go to 2 different places for tournaments and cash games. They'll all be on the same download, so you'll be able to, you know, select from the lobby what you want to do, and that'll be a great thing. Let's see what else I can talk to you about right now. You can notice different, you know, different buttons that they have, and it's hard for me. It's hard to read these right now. I run it twice here and sit out next stand, and here's a straddle, and fold to any bet is here. We do want to have at least another person sit down before we start playing, actually, because when you're playing heads up and you're streaming and you're talking and you want to inform, it's a little bit more difficult. So pardon me if I request that we have at least another player, because then some hands I won't be in. I can still talk about what strategy they might be using or what kind of cards they might be holding or something like that. We'll determine that by how many people are at the table, what their position is, what their bet size is. We'll determine more on the flop, what the texture of the flop is. Is it a wet flop? Is it a dry flop? All those kind of things we'll be discussing as we go along, and some things I'll repeat because there's going to be a lot of people out there that love to play poker, but they may be lacking a few skills, and maybe I can give them a few tips to look for when they're playing that would help eliminate some of the leaks or holes in their game. I know that we have some players and some watchers tonight, like Posse and Delango, who don't need that, but sometimes they catch a nugget or two, and sometimes they share one with me that they have too. So, you know, poker's a never-ending learning process, and we learn and learn and learn as we go along. Looks like we got about 3 minutes to go before people might start coming in. Yeah. I don't know what time they got the email. I got mine around 1 o'clock, and it took me a little while to get everything set up and get all in here and then do the Twitch. But hopefully they're not having a difficult time downloading the Mac version or the Windows version or the Android version or whatever they're going to use. I'm just happy that it's near completion and ready for rollout. Also, I need to find out how to change an avatar. I didn't see that anywhere today. So seat preference, change an avatar are 2 things that I would like to know about. They do have some boxes down here that were interesting. I opened them up earlier today. This one here shows the 2 players, what we started with, and it'll keep on going down the line. And let's see what they got here. We got I don't know what that one is, and I don't know what that one is. There's a reload. I think that says chips. I'm not sure. I can't read it. Got a All right, we're getting right up to the hour now, so hopefully another player or two will be jumping on in here. Let me see if I can read some of this chat that's going on over here. I need to fix. I need to do that. Yeah. You're damn right, Posse. I'll be here all day tomorrow, and we'll fix this thing up, get this thing tight as a drum. We want it perfect. As you can see, Posse, I need to have it bigger as well. It's hard for me to read it. I can imagine if you were multi-tabling, how difficult it would be to twitch and do it and still have a quality picture, quality product. Those of you that are just following Positive Poker Insiders and haven't checked out Big Dog Poker, if you'll just do that and in the referred by area put radar, R-A-D-A-R, we'd appreciate that. And we'll take care of you when you get over there. And I think, and I'll have to ask the owners, on this new site there may in fact be a jackpot. I don't know for sure if there's going to be a bad beat jackpot or not. That's 3 questions that I have that may have been answered, but at least I'm running a list here. Let me get my pen and my paper out here so I don't forget anything. So we got the avatar, we got the jackpot, and the seat, favorite seat. All right, so now we got another body in here. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna ready to play, and let's shuffle up and deal. Now we don't get to see his cards, of course. You get to see my card, Ace-8, and he raises me to $1.25, which I'm going to call. And we didn't hit. I would say at a 250 pot, he's going to bet the pot, or he's going to bet around $1.75. And it looks like it's a 160-ish, and I don't have anything, so I'm just going to bounce out. And look, we got a winner. Look, it lights up, and that's pretty cool. All right, 25 cents to call. I'm going to call. There's a button there. Oh, so you can throw rotten tomatoes and stuff at everybody. That was something that was available on other sites. And there's something else again somebody's throwing. But on other sites, it would cost you a nickel or a dime or something like that to do those things, because if you want to use those features, sometimes the person that's buying the and he raised me $1 here at Ace Deuce is not worth the penny here. So he should follow up here with about a $3 bet, maybe $2.75. We got lots of noises and sound effects. I have no idea how they're doing that. I don't know how they're, doing the. So someone's going to have to fill me in on how they do that. I think some of that might get annoying. There's a big raise here, and I'll fold. I'm going to just. So you can click on the person and you can send them a ghost. Oh, that's the way you do it. Alright. Alright, that's not worth 50 cents. So he's in a small blind now. He folded, and we have a no contest winner. I'm hoping some more players come in, but if not, you're getting a general idea of what's going on here. Jack King off 5. He was out here before with me, and he got picked up. That's 50 cents he won off of me on the one hand that we sat out, and that's good for him. So we got a fold. We got a small blind here now. Will he attack the big blind? No, he just calls. If he checks, I'm going to bet. If he bets, then I'm going to. Where am I going to do this at? I can't even see my. It's very difficult to read. And he bought the. I didn't think he would bet if he had the queens. So even though Ryan is telling me that it's streaming well, I'm having a tough time seeing everything. So here's my 3 times the big blind bet. And we don't show 3s. We just take the winner. Ryan is PPI Posse over there in the chat section. He'll be answering any questions that anybody has. Normally I would be doing that as well, but we didn't have time to get all that set up today. But I can assure you, if you look at some of our other streams on our YouTube channel, Positive Poker Insiders, or look up Alspath, you'll see exactly how it goes. And there's some instructional videos. There's, I'd say, 275 of them, all levels of cash games and single table tournaments, multi-table tournaments. You can play them all for free and watch and learn and listen and pick up some tips along the way. See, now that's hard for me to read. For me, I can't read that on my end. If I make this table bigger, by stretching it, then it won't fit in my my stream. So I've got to work with Ryan and Mar to figure out how to make it bigger. And again, 50 cents to call. Queen 2 is no good. The reason that I asked for a 6-player table to be set up tonight rather than a 9-player table was the fact that only a certain amount of people were invited in to do the testing, and I wanted to make sure that there were enough people for a decent, 4 or 5 at this table, if not 6, and then the other people can be checking out the PLO or any other games that they desired to play. If you follow us at Positive Poker Insiders, there's no cost or anything. If you click on that in the lobby there, then anytime we go live, you'll get a notification email, and you could, come sit at the table, in fact, and be on the video and see if I call out your hands or what you're doing right, and congratulate you often. Now, this is an easy fold here for me. Anybody does anything here, it's really an easy way to get out of the way. And there you go. So he's under the gun. He's betting 3 times. As long as 4-handed, I would say he might have something like, a medium pair. He might have something like ace-9 or something like that. Normally higher. He went to 450, so he's saying he's got a big pair or ace-king or ace-queen. That's what he said. He calls, and he calls with lots of pairs like 7s and things like that, because he tries to flop a set. Now this guy, like I said, if he's got big cards and he bets, it looks like 840 there, which is a pretty good sized bet. He can't stay unless he has the 9. He really can't stay, even if this guy has ace king or ace queen. Be a very, very. And he folded. He wins. He doesn't show. Because it's real money, I'm not going to ask them to, if they wouldn't mind showing their cards, because then you would find out how they play and you'd know when they bluff and things like that. So I'm going to just raise this up here. I don't want that limper coming in. Jack likes to come in with any two suited cards. I got a note on him on the other table. And the reason I did a lot more than normal raise is because I'm out of position. And now he's in the big blind. And for him to go that far, he's got to have a big... I'm a way bad ass dog on that thing. For $6, I'll let him have my $3. If the big blind re-raises and they're out of position too, or they might not be out of position after the flop if everybody else goes away except for me, they'd be in position. But you know they had a big hand. You don't believe they're usually bluffing. People generally don't bluff. 50-cent dollar and below, when people go all in, or most of the time they're not bluffing. When they make big bets, they're usually not bluffing. When you get to higher levels, you can find more people at the 1-2 and 2-5 making some bluff bets, especially if their stack is the 500 or so. So I would I would think that right here he bets a little bit and gets called. Now he got the 3 clubs out there. Went check, check. This first guy here, he's going to bet, yep. And unless Jack King hit the flush and checked it back, I think he'll fold here. No, he did it. He's saying he hit the flush, or he's trying to buy. That's an awful big bet. That's an awful big bet at this point in time. He did hit the nutties. He hit the nutter butter. There it is. It's an awful big bet, and bet, and Dangerfield couldn't let him get away with it and paid him off. I'm gonna fold. I told you, Jack King likes to draw. He likes to draw with any two suited, but he drew with the nut there. Give him props. So we got 2 winners on this side of the table. We got 2 losers on this side of the table so far. Got the big blind here again. Another fold. He should go. No, he didn't go 3 times. He'll limp in. No, he raises. I'm not going to defend 75 cents with a king 4. If that king would have been king 9 or above, yes, I would have probably defended again right there. Looks like it might be a $1.50 raise. No, 3. He went big. Why does a guy go $3 and he knows he's going to get a call from him? I'm going to get out of the way. I would say that because we're playing 4, this might be ace 10, ace jack. It could even be king queen suited. Got 2 callers. Now's the time. If it's king queen suited, he would check. He checked. He fires. And unless then he folds. So I'm not saying that Zoolander had king queen suited or king jack suited or anything like that, but in my opinion, that's based on his bet size. I would have thought that that's what he did. Maybe later on Mr. Zoolander will remember that hand and tell me what he had. So now he raised me, and I don't really think he beat me. So I'm going to just give him a big old bet here. See what he does with that. He called it, and he got a 10, which I don't like, but I'm going to have to go all in here to
all in.
Force the issue. Flip him. No, I don't want to run it twice. Oh, he got me. He got me good. Pocket queens. All right, I got to get chips now. See how fast it sets me back in play and gives me the 50. Okay, it did. Good hand. That's what you get for that, Mr. Zoolander. There's my 9. I needed the 9 last time. That's what you call flop lag, folks. Well, he had the queens. He didn't have the ace king or the ace queen. And since I had the overpair to the board, there was no getting out of that one. You can't back down from a fight that you think you've got a good dog in the fight. That's a raise 3 times the big blind, standard. He's been re-raising or raising when he does raise. He's been raising unconventional 3 or 4 times, a little higher than normal. Normally, if somebody raises and you re-raise, you'd normally re-raise like 3 times their bet. So 150 would be $4.50, $5. Depends on how many other people you want to keep in the pot, and how much you want that other person to call you or not. Hey, I would hit a straight here, but that's results oriented. We don't do that. When we teach, we say, you know, once you throw your cards away, they're gone. That's it. Well, I'm glad we got 4 to test this. So right now, I've been streaming for about a half an hour, about 15 minutes of actual play time. But that's good because that'll give the owners a chance to see how the software is playing, how things are going. So there's a countdown on us. I didn't see anywhere where there was extra time. Is there extra time that you can click on? Anybody see that? Let's see. He's down to 7, 6, 5, 4. And it's a fold. So I'm going to go 3 times the big blind here and see what he does. And he decides he didn't have enough hand to defend on that one, so he just got out of the way. That's an easy fold. He may have just timed out that last hand, and notice he's sitting out. Zoolander's sitting out right now. He may have had an issue or a phone call or whatever, and that's why the clock, and now see he's back in play. Oh, great hand having the big blind, right? Come on, Jack. Just fold it. Attaboy. Attaboy. I don't mind showing the ones that they fold to me like that. Tempting to steal from me a little bit. All right, we got a straddle here, so the straddle button works, and we're going to call that straddle. He may just bump it up, but I would think that if anybody was going to raise, it'd be this guy here. He's been raising more often than not. Let's see what he does. He folds it. Let's see what Sue doesn't do anything. I'm going to check my deuces. He checks. He bets a nice amount there. Gets me out. I have 2 deuces. The flop comes. There's 2 deuces left. You multiply 4 times 2. I had an 8% chance of catching a deuce by the river. Once the turn card comes, then it's 2 times 2, which is only a 4% chance. So it's silly taking those risks and putting money in the pot when you have little chance of catching. When you have a lot of people putting more money in the pot and the pot odds are up, then that offsets the fact that you're not going to hit it as often as you would want to hit it. You remember, when you have a pair, you're 7.5 to 1 before the flop to hit that set. You don't have to remember all the figures and all the things in poker. If you remember the rule of 2 and 4, on the flop, after the flop, you multiply your outs times 4 to find out what the percentage is. After the turn, it's times 2. For instance, if you flopped an open-ended straight draw, you'd have 8 outs. 8 times 4 would be a 32% chance you're going to make your straight. All right? If you flopped an open-ended straight and a flush draw, then you'd have your 8 outs, and then you'd have your flush outs as well, and you can't count
all in.
Uh-oh, let's see what's happening here. We got an all in, we got a call, we got 3 of them,
all in,
and he's all in. He's all in, and they're deciding whether to run it twice. Look at the pot size, 216, 134. He was on a draw. He had the 10. He had the 2 pair. He wins a lot. So when I was talking about the open-ended straight draw and a flush draw, let's say you have 15 outs. So 15 outs times 4, that's a 60% chance you're going to win. You're the favorite. If you have an open-ended straight draw and a flush draw on the flop, you're a 60% chance to win. If you just have a flush draw, you have a 36% chance. 4 times 9. And after the turn, it's 2 times 9, which is an 18%, or about 20% chance of winning. So you got to remember those basic numbers. I don't know if they're going to let him limp. Yeah, there you go. And Jack, it's very different. I would say that Jack King off whatever site he's playing at, I noticed that over on the other big dog, his fold button doesn't work too much. It's usually he's in a pot. And he takes it down because of lack of interest from Jack King. That's just a bet to take it down. Didn't have to have much of anything there. Little fold on that. And there's the 3 times the big blind raise. Takes it down. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Again, those that are tuning in late, follow us at Positive Poker Insiders on Twitch here, and whenever we go live, and we will be streaming some games from Big Dog Poker as soon as the new software is released. You'll get a notification, and if you want to come in and play or sit at the table, you'll be on video as well and hear what I have to say and see what you can do. Take my stack. They've already taken $50 from me tonight. Those of you that are new to Big Dog Poker and follow us or have been following us for years on Positive Poker Insiders, go to BigDogPoker.net and sign up, and on the referral just put radar, R-A-D-A-R, on who referred you, R-A-D-A-R, just radar, just like that. Not radar 1 like my name here, just radar. It doesn't have to be capitalized, just put it in there. Love to have you join us. Nobody's got a heart. Nobody's got a heart. Or a pair. Oh, I'm getting perfect cards to throw away. Okay, a raise under the gun. This is usually a pair or big cards. You know, you can count on him having maybe ace jack or better. If he's got an ace king or a king queen, that's a decent flop for him. 2 non-playing cards, rainbow flop, no flushes, no straight draws out there. That's a little smallish of a bet into this pot size. Let's see if Bazula didn't have anything to pick him off. I would think that he probably missed on that one. He was just doing a continuation bet. And we're going to go with the standard raise. We're not going to try to give away the fact we have aces. And hope that Zoolander re-raises us. He does. And we're gonna raise him back. You know it's all in. I don't run it twice. Did he hit a set? No. I get back some of my money. Not all of it, but some of it. Comes back with a raise, I'm sure, on the button. Yeah, he just limped it in. We'll check it out with Jackson 5. And that looks like a 6 bet in there. Let's send him a rose. Thanks for giving me. Those can be annoying. That's why at the other site that I was on overseas, Chinese apps, they have it costs you every time you do that. They love to do it though. Again, remember I told you before, you know, these 2 cards don't make straights or flushes, and if that was King 9, King 10, I might have thought about doing something there, but it's maybe if they were suited or something. Okay, we're coming on 30 minutes of actual play, about 45 minutes of streaming now. If Ryan can hear me, can you tell me on the Skype, like you've been sending me some messages, how many people are actually watching the Twitch stream? And then can you tell me if any of the other tables are going? Like PLO? See, I'm going to raise again here with this hand. It's not a calling hand from the button. Last time I raised them from here, I'm not showing. Yeah, that's an easy fold. Even if that was suited, I'm under the gun. It's four-handed, yes, but it's not. If it was ace 10, I mean queen 10 suited, I might have raised with it, yes. But with two gaps, no, I'm not. About the only two gapper that I'm going to raise there with is going to be an ace jack or a king 10 suited. I don't know what Ryan's telling me. I should lower my sound with the gear up here. I'm going to do it in just a second. But if it screws things up, it's Ryan's fault. Okay, Ryan says he's watching a 9-player table, so that's good. Come on, just fold it down, Jack. Oh, no. PLO, there's 2 players out of 6. Let me see if... Uh-oh. Let me see if sound settings... turn the volume down a little bit. Okay. I did that. Okay, I'm gonna fold here. I don't know what happened on the sound. If it went down or not, someone will have to tell me. I don't know if because I've got it set on a high resolution, and I didn't hit apply, if it didn't take or not, or if you have to leave the table to do it. So I'll have to work those little bugs out later on. Find the right setting. I like the sound of that little Casper the Ghost. Here's a king 10 on the button, unless it's raised. He raises. I'm gonna let that one go. If that was suited, I'd re-raise. I'm gonna let it go. Jack might be. Oh, what's that mean? King, huh? I'm gonna fold this Jack under the gun, knowing that these two usually like to raise. There's the raise. This is not a good hand to be in. And 2 jacks come out anyhow. Now, of course, if he had 2 aces, he would check. He would check again if he had 2 aces. And now, of course, you'd have to bet. But he's afraid of that jack. He could have queens or kings, and he was just afraid. But he doesn't show us. King 3 in the big blind. I don't know what that was that he sent him. $3, I can't call. $2.50 for King 3 suited. He's got a straddle going here. Don't know what he's going to do. So if you limp in here, he could raise or he could raise. And ace deuce, not even suited. Very bad hand. Remember, if you need a 3, 4, 5, and somebody plays a 6, 7 suited, you're toast. Well, we can raise this one up. It's suited and connected. Checking how much. Oh, he had Jack. I don't know what he's talking about there. Oh, I see what we're doing here. Oh, I'm in trouble here. Oh, that's a good card because he's going to give me a free card, and then I can get a 9 or I can get a diamond. Yeah, he's going to give me a free card. And we're going to go. Put that down. See, sometimes you take the free card, it turns out very good for you. That's why he should have bet. He could have folded me down and won that pot. This is not a straddle, this is a post because he sat out. So we got a family pot here, and I got diddly squat. It should be check fold. A lot of people play 10 jack, but not this time. That's a great flop for 10 jack, and it's not suited. Rainbow, 3 different suits. Oh, yuck. Easy fold. And Mr. Zoolander likes to straddle each and every time. And here they come again. We're playing 4-handed at a 6-handed table, but I think the 9-player table is full, as I understand. But, you know, we're just testing. Hopefully somebody's streaming the other tables as well. Oh, big raise back at the limper. Yeah, that's usually a fold. You limp, you usually get caught. Remember, limper starts with an L. Put that L on your forehead. Limper is a loser. There are times you can limp, times you want to see, but you also have to be ready to throw it away in case somebody executes against you. Also, it says raise more than call, fold more than raise. Fold. Straddles on. Lousy cards. Got a $1 raise. And he folded his straddle. So you got to know that the cards were really bad. He had $1 invested in there, and he just got out of the way. Terrible, but easy to do. Oh, quick call by Jack. I don't think he hit that. I don't think he hit that by the bet size. That was just a C bet. And Jack, just to see if Jack hit his, and Jack said I didn't hit nothing. A little raise and a little fold. 9 Jack, 10 Jack, I might have defended there, but 8 Jack, goalpost a little bit too wide. Here we got another player right here. Looks like he's going to sit out. I'm going to raise it up. Hi guys. I'm going to check raise. I'm going to go for the check raise here. Oh, he didn't bet. I had him set up for a check raise, and then he checked it back to me. Damn you, Zoolander. Again, those of you that are watching the stream that haven't signed up at Big Dog Poker, if you have, great. If you haven't, BigDogPoker.net, use the word for, and the referral who referred you is Radar, R-A-D-A-R, just like that. We'd love to have you. We're testing the new software tonight. Lots of great tournaments, lots of cash games going all day long, lots of PLO. You'll love the site. Easy to deposit, easy to withdraw. Everything seems to be running tip top. No complaints. Come on in. Tell your friends. Bring them in. Nice. Yeah, that's an easy fold. He's calling him a bull. I don't know what that is. Hey Ryan, is it still loud? I went in and tried the settings, but I don't know if I needed to hit the apply and I couldn't reach it because of my display. It's so big. That's an easy fold. We're at 8:42 right now, so I've been streaming for about an hour. I came on 15 minutes early just to set up the dynamics, talk about the site, talk about the setup and everything. But the table's been going around 45 minutes. I'm trying to make it up to 9 o'clock Eastern, or an hour's worth of table talk and action. I'll have it hopefully posted up on YouTube tonight or tomorrow and over into the Facebook page. It's only a quarter. I want to see if he's going to let me limp. I don't think so. Oh, he did. That's okay. I did nothing. Now, is there nobody raised? I don't think anybody has an ace here. So if he bets, he's betting a 9. And so what did he bet? 84 cents. Let's see what he's made out of. I'm telling him I have the ace. See, I went on his bet size. And I went back to the beginning. I took the story of the betting always, if it's not raised, then more than likely there's no aces that are being played out there. Most of the time at a short table, the ace is going to raise. So I took some liberties there. This is an easy fold. All right, Ryan tells me that when people are throwing things, the sound is too loud. I can't fix that while I'm playing, folks, but I'll fix it for the next time for sure. My apologies. I'm getting a lot of hands where it's real easy to throw the cards away. That sometimes can keep you out of trouble. Looks like we got somebody coming in over here. Seats reserved. Pardon me, folks. All right, let me just see the flop here. All right, I'll pay the 50. Don't do it, Zoolander. Don't do it. Don't do it, attaboy. Ah. A really lousy flop from my hand. Yeah, that's an easy fold. Yeah, good thing that wasn't a 2, huh? You all have been saying, what'd you fold for? And I'd say, I folded for the right reason. A 9, the jack is the winner. Yeah, that is loud. 6-4 suited, okay. Oh, he's distracted. Maybe he won't raise. Good. Just to see a flop cheap and miss again. Again, I don't think anybody has the ace here. See if I can buy this pot. Oh, that's too much. Let's see if 250 can buy it. Yeah. Yeah, we're buying a few of them tonight, folks, based on their play, now on my play. Oh, this is called a flat tire, folks. Jack 4. What's a jack for? A flat tire. That's what it's for. That is what we call a wet board. We have a coordinated board. We have 3 cards running. We have 2 flush cards. We have cards that we call in the playing zone. In other words, these are the cards a lot of people like to play, or the ace and the 10. All those kind of cards. So it's very wet, and that queen made it even worse. That's a small bet instead of $12 pot. It was trying to get paid, I think. We're going to raise it here. We got a suited ace, and see if we get re-raised. Nope. the flop that I wanted. But we're going to do a C-bet anyhow. Now the only card that helps me here is a 4. Other than that, I'm shutting it down, folks. You're not going to get these two guys out on that board, and I've got nothing.
All in.
Ooh-wee. Double all in. They're going to run it twice or not, I don't know. Let's flip them over. 6-4, he flopped the straight. 2-5, he flopped 2 pair. Woo! He posted, see, as a player. Here's a good tip. He's posted, he could have waited one hand, and yet he raised. So that's telling you that he was dealt good cards. He would have just checked if he didn't, and now he's re-raised it with a better hand. But he's going to call because he's got a good hand. He would never put an extra buck in that pot if he didn't have a good hand.
All in.
Oh, he don't have much money. It's like less than $1. Now to determine whether it's a run it twice or not, and flip them over, and let's see what happens. Ace Jack, he hits the Jack. He had a 6 and not much more than that. He hit the Jack, but yikes. Yeah, I'm going to fold this one here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go around, I'm going to sit out the next blind, and then I'm going to finish up the stream, and then I'm going to put it up online and render it out. And I hope you enjoyed it tonight. Again, I hope you're following us here at Positive Poker Insiders. You'll get a notification when we go live with any of our streams. And if you haven't joined Big Dog Poker, use the word radar. Go to bigdogpoker.net and register an account tonight. If you want to then email me, alspath@alspath.com, we'll put you in a drawing for some free money at the end of next Tuesday, in fact. So if you want to do that and you get a new account tonight, Alspath, SPATH at alspath.com, and tell me what your table name is. And if you signed up with us, you're in the money. Radar referred you. Ooh, look at those 9s. Yuck. I don't see a sit out. I don't see a sit out next blind. I wish that was there. Or I'd rather have it sit out next big blind rather than, because sometimes on the other side you have to wait till the small blind passes you to do that. Settings, game settings. I don't know what he's saying. Oh, he's answering a question here. Where do I go to auto post? Okay, that's all right. So we got a suited ace here. Let's see what happens. This is one of those times. Let's limp along and see what happens. It goes up too high, we can get the hell out of Dodge. That's not bad. Need a couple of callers here. That's good. He'll call. Come on. Put money in. Don't raise it. not so good cards. I got one more hand to go after this too, so. And I'm gonna let him steal that one away. I got no kickers, I got no diamonds, I got no straight draws, I got nothing there with the ace. Can I show? And that's, I don't see where you can show either. Alright, that's it for me, folks. I'm going to let this last hand go, and then I'm going to close down the stream for the night. The game will continue, but my stream's going to end in about 90 seconds after I depart. So with that, this is Positive Poker Insiders. I'm Al Spath, your host tonight. Hope you'll join us more often. Take care now.